Good morning everybody, what's happening, what's going on? I am skateboarding down to meet Francesca at the tidal pool. So many friendly people around today. Shit, I'm going a little bit fast. Here's the beach. Nobody on the beach today. Morning. There she is, she's done her run. I'm a little bit late. Now we're gonna go for a beautiful swim. Ooh, looks like high tide. How are you guys doing today? Tell me what's news for you in the comments. Give me some news. It doesn't have to be good news, it can just be news. What's happening for you right now? Yeah, baby!
Good morning.
Good morning.
How you doing?
Good, how's your run?
I ran 10 kilometers.
Whoa.
And I haven't eaten.
And you're fasting?
Yeah.
That's
well, I'm
crazy.
not really fasting because I didn't eat broth yesterday.
Don't tell them about that, I'll cut that part out.
Didn't eat broth yesterday.
Fran's on a fast. It's on the health train. There's swell today. I haven't surfed in maybe over a year. I've swum and dived, but I definitely need to get back on my surfboard.
How was that?
Feeling fresh. Fresh and happy. I needed that. Check out this beautiful garden close to where I live. I walk through this often, almost every day. Huge, beautiful aloes, and it runs all the way down there. And this in the spring was like lots of different flowers popping up. It's so nice. Yeah, succulents, huge strelitzia banana tree, I don't know what. And these things, so cool. But we've got to keep it tidy. Thank you to everybody who's given me some beautiful feedback about my recent With Extra Fills video, which I put out yesterday, talking about boundaries, boundary setting, and how that's such an important act of self-love, and how it's been making a huge difference in my life. And it's actually been also one of the most challenging things for me to implement in my life as someone who is a self-proclaimed, self-confessed people pleaser. So if you are a people pleaser and you feel like you give, and then have nothing left for yourself, boundaries are going to help you massively. And I speak a lot more about it in the videos, and it's linked below, so go and check it out if you're feeling inclined to do so. And thank you for getting excited about the vlogs being back. I'm also excited about the vlogs. I'm not going to be doing every day, but I am going to try and do as many as I can. And it feels strange, like it's so interesting to experience moving through just different chapters in life where I suppose these huge cosmic wheels of energy are turning, and we're moving through seasons and through seasons in our life, and every year we're moving through different seasons and different energy, and we're becoming different people every single month, every single week. And so to move through and these seasons where I'm like really questioning whether I'm supposed to be making videos even, and then to actually spend time asking myself, why am I making these videos? What am I doing it for? Come to a lot closer to what I believe is authentic for me in terms of my message and who I am, so I don't have to waste energy pretending to be someone I'm not. And then now for the enthusiasm, I mean, if you know what I'm talking about, when you get that energy of enthusiasm where you're like, let's fucking do this, you can't just switch that on always. Sometimes you move through seasons where you're just kind of questioning things. You're like, where's my enthusiasm at? Like, and that's okay. I'm here to tell you that that's totally natural, totally normal to lose enthusiasm for things, and it's not your fault. It's just changes of seasons and invitations to ask you to refocus on what you think is important. And I'm coming back to making videos, but I am not the same person that I used to be. And so I feel really relieved in a certain way that, like, also I'm not putting any pressure on myself to be like, I'm doing this for the rest of my life, this is what I'm doing forever. But for right now, I'm feeling enthusiastic about it. So yeah, thanks for listening to my TED Talk about enthusiasm. So you may have noticed on the boundaries video that I made, it's looking a little bit cinematic, a little bit of depth of field. Right now I'm shooting on my iPhone, which I've been shooting all my vlog stuff on recently. But I went into my favorite camera shop in Cape Town, Orms, and they had a Black Friday special on this little puppy, the Sony ZV-1, which is actually a camera that, there you go, you can see the reflection there. It's a camera that has been developed partly by Louis, the grandfather of vlogging. And he was like, look, we need a vlogging camera that's like actually made for vloggers. And it took them a few years to wake up to the fact that everybody's gonna want a camera that works for vlogging. And so yeah, it's brilliant. It shoots 4K. The lens is it's a 24-70, 1.8 to 2.8, which is beautiful. Flip round screen and amazing face detection. And it's got an ND filter, which I had on for the previous videos, which helps darken the exposure so that you can reduce or increase actually the aperture and make the background a lot more blurry to make it look like a much more high production video. Super good stabilization, 4K, and a nice big fat record start stop button that you can hit at any time regardless of what setting you're on, and just go pat, because vloggers will know that when something's happening that you're trying to film, you just want to be able to go and start recording. So all of these things have been taken into consideration. This is the microphone on the top here, and check this out. Look at this. Take this bit out the top and you slide this bad boy on there, and suddenly you've got yourself a dead cat. So we remember back in the day when we used to stick little fluffy bits over the top of our vlogging cameras to stop the wind noise. Well, thank you to the team that developed this beautifully designed solution to the vlogger's needs of wind. So yeah, really stoked to be filming with this camera again. Nice to buy a camera again. I haven't bought a camera in a long time. I'm just going to be switching between this and the iPhone because I love the shooting on the iPhone. Now there's a new iPhone out as well, which apparently the video is insane, which I'm excited to test out. So yeah, I just thought I'd tell you about my new camera situation. Life is so beautiful. I'm having just a great month, actually. I'm having a really great month. Oh, it's so nice to have enthusiasm again for life. It really is. It feels so good. Because I know that I'm here to do stuff, to create things, to make things, to communicate, to connect with people, to help heal people, to be healed myself, to give and receive and participate in my life actively. And when depression comes in, it just drains out all of that enthusiasm for life. And we need that sometimes, because it helps us reprioritize and puts us on a journey of healing, and points us in the direction of authenticity, and makes us ask our questions like, what are we really doing here? What's What am I supposed to be doing here? What did I come here to do? And when you align with that which your soul has come here to do, guess what? You get a shitload of energy back, because it feels effortless. And when things feel effortless, it's not because there isn't any effort required. It's because you've got plenty of energy to put that effort in. And where does that energy come from? Life force energy. The energy that brings life to this meat suit. And interestingly, when that energy is feeling drained and we're in a depressive state where we feel like we are lacking energy, and you might argue that if our bodies are made out of density in this 3D realm, we are material, we are matter, but it's energy that is giving life to this matter. So we are density and energy. So when we are depressed, we feel like we are more dense and less energy, and we are heavier, and gravity feels harder, and it's harder to move our bodies. But when we have energy, we feel lighter and we feel less dense. So we are more energy than we are density. And now I feel like I could be a world champion pole vaulter, because I feel like I weigh half the amount, but I don't. I just have way more life force energy rushing through me. I definitely don't need a coffee today. But here's the final thought, I suppose, for this little talk about depression. I needed it. Sometimes we need to hit that rock bottom, because I was putting my energy in places that weren't aligned with my soul's reason for coming here. It was slightly off. It was close, but it was slightly off. And so that energy was being drained from me. And so I reprioritized my life, learned how to protect my energy, learned how to bring more energy in a way that's sustainable, learn about all the things that I do that drain my energy also. Things like being addicted to my phone, things like not having boundaries and spending time with people who drain my energy. And sometimes I've been that person that's been draining the energy, to be it hard to be around, difficult to be around. So no judgment at all. But like I mentioned in the boundary setting video, now we put ourselves first, we get the energy back. Remember how fun and beautiful it is to have enthusiasm for life. And now I'm like, I've worked really hard for this energy, so I will protect this energy. And that's a whole process in itself. I love figuring life out. Life's wild. So it's probably already quite a long vlog, but I feel like that's not too much of an issue. This is a deck of Soul Journey lesson cards, a 44 card deck and guidebook. You guys know I'm spiritual as fuck, and I do have conversations and communicate with my guides. And although I don't have names for them yet or anything like that, when I meditate, I ask questions and I get very clear answers around it. So one of the ways I like to communicate with my guides and really continue the dismantling and the deconstruction of my rational mind and my need to control everything, release control, is by using these cards. So what I'll do is I'll give them a good shuffle like this. If I've got some kind of subject that I want to have a little bit of clarity on, or maybe I don't have any subject at all and maybe I just want some guidance around where should I be focusing right now, and what part of my life do you think I should be giving my attention to, and what kind of attention and what kind of energy should I be bringing. Oh, so this one's already popped out. And when a card pops out like that, when you're shuffling them, that's usually the universe, to me anyway, being like, this one, success. I know that there is no greater goal than to love. So yeah, I just find it really interesting, and yeah, it's a fun thing to do. And the amount of times that I've been really stuck with a decision to make and needing some guidance around something, and I take these cards into a ceremony, because the more ceremony you bring to it and the more you believe, the more it's real. And that's kind of the thing. So everybody that's sitting there going, which was me. That was totally me. Do not worry, and I don't judge you for it either. But the more you're like this and you don't believe it, the less it's actually going to work, because the power of the mind literally creates your reality. So I guess that's like the same as placebo. And people say, yeah, but that's placebo. Maybe you're fooling yourself, or maybe I'm actually creating my reality with my mind. The Biology of Belief by Bruce Lipton is a really interesting book if you want to go into that. Who else? Dr. Joe Dispenza is a good one as well. He's an incredible human being, just groundbreaking work in self-healing. But let's pull another card right off the top here. Imagination, that's exactly what we're talking about right now. I embrace and nourish the creative aspects of my mind. If I can imagine that something is possible, then I'm literally creating a visualization for that with the creative part of my mind, which is the feminine side part of me as well. Creativity is feminine energy. And that's where the manifestation starts, the manifestation process. So we are in the manifestation realm. Things are created here, and they start with an idea that is then, when it's taken into a free and open creative mind and allowed to play in the imagination realm, you can start to imagine what that idea might look like in the 3D realm. And when you start getting really excited about it, you're like, oh, imagine if that. Then the universe, in terms of like the quantum field that we're in, the infinite potentialities, you are literally using your massive magnet, your heart, and you are putting a signal out there in coherence with an idea. Your heart and your mind are working together, and the universe, which is a manifestation universe, is just like, what's that? You want this? It just starts aligning all the things that are necessary for you if you believe. Let us read what imagination has to say. By its very nature, the physical body is limited by the 3 dimensions, the 3D realm that we are in right now. But your mind is free to travel without boundaries and merge with the cosmic consciousness. Your mind is the great creator, and your imagination is its toolbox. Everything in life begins with the energy of imagination. Thoughts are real, and they can manifest themselves into the physical world. Train your mind to only have positive thoughts, and you will attract positivity into your life. If you can see it, you can be it. Visualize the components that you want in your life and imbue those thoughts with love. That's where like the heart and mind coherence manifestation thing comes in. Imagine, visualize, and then imbue them with love, and they will become your reality. Conversely, if your mind strays to negative thoughts, you will only bring that energy to you. The universe doesn't give a fuck whether what you're manifesting is good or bad for you. It would prefer that you are in a state of evolution and progress and expansion, because the whole universe is expansive. It's constantly expanding, it's not contracting. But it trusts that you know what you're doing with your mind, and so if you are thinking negative thoughts the whole time and embodying that negative energy, it's just going to give you what you're asking for constantly, because you are the creator of your own reality. We are the creators of our own reality. We are also, as individuals and collectively, creating our own reality. So, be positive and loving. Imagination is creativity. Express yourself and let your imagination assist you in letting go of any creative blocks. Allow your dreams to come true. Remember, you are not doing this for other people. It is your soul opening up and singing its own unique song. How beautiful. And because imagination is literally imagination, it's not in this world of material Newtonian physics. It's often deemed as silly, or when people are daydreaming, it's like, come back to reality. It's like, actually, let me sit in my imagination. I I worked out very quickly that I couldn't be friends with people. A long time ago, I made sure that the people that I had around me for years were people who were like, would want to hear my crazy ideas and let my imagination go wild, because I felt very boxed in by people who'd be like, that's unrealistic. I'm like, yeah, it's my imagination. Let me play with my ideas and get excited about potential possibilities. Or maybe you don't let yourself even do that. Maybe you can't keep bringing like that's unrealistic kind of tone into your own thought process as your imagination is starting to blossom and expand and bring all these infinite potentialities in. Catching the last of the sunlight today. Danny and Fran. We've come for a swim again at Dalebrook. I'm exhausted. I had so much energy today. And now I'm like, cannot wait to get in the sea. Look, it's so clear as well at the moment. What a treat. What a treat. See the other side of the bay. Mountains are so clear today. Oh, I love it here. So this is False Bay. And just like that, the swim is done. And this beautiful group, I don't know if I can zoom in, I can't zoom in, but there's a wonderful group of people there. A couple of them I've met before and a bunch I've met just now. And just like Cork Bay, living in this area, one thing I'm really enjoying is like the sense of community. We're making a beautiful dinner and having a good catch up with Danny. And I just wanted to mention that I found on Amazon the Soul Journey cards that I was pulling earlier in the blog. And so if you wanted to invest in some, I've put a link down below, which is an affiliate link for Amazon. So I'd appreciate it if you are going to purchase them or anything from Amazon, that if you do it through my affiliate links, then I can suckle on the Bezos teat and get a little bit of income for the back of your Amazon purchases, which is every little helps. And I've also got some books that I recommend, which are also affiliate linked to Amazon. And this is the end of the blog. Thank you for checking in. I love you all unconditionally, and I will see you in the next video. In the meantime, remember to see. I want to rearrange my outro a little bit, because work hard, definitely, but you got to work hard once you've aligned. I'm going to work on this. Work hard, align, and work hard. Be nice to people, obvious. Be nice to yourself. Love others, love yourself. And try not to get lost or killed. Getting lost is fine. We all get lost from time to time. But yeah, I think we'll stick with trying not to get killed. I'm gonna rejig and remix the outro somehow. Let me know if you've got any suggestions about that. But yeah, I love you guys. I'll see you in the next video.